back, farmers. How are y'all doing? So I've been doing a little bit of tweaking here. I got my joystick going here, my loader controls. It's been a learning experience. Haven't quite got everything set up the right way yet. Interesting, I lost my pile. Huh. So yeah, like I said, I'm still trying to learn this. Learn these, get used to these controls. I like it a lot better than the keyboard, that's for sure. Although I gotta switch, I haven't quite figured out how to get the view to work yet. But we're getting there. So, as you notice in the bank account, we're up to 26,000 now. That's what I thought. I was gonna hit my truck. Wrong way. Again, trying to get used to these dang things. There it is. Let's see if we can get that other one over there. It's a truck. Ah, I can't quite get him. Alright, he's not gonna let me get him. Alright, well, so I got the sawmill running. This is my second load that I've actually loaded. Like I said, it's taken a little bit of experimentation to get used to this. I think I probably got these backwards from what it probably should be, but it is what it is. Alright. So, I got the old sawmill running. Oh, we better load those logs up. So, what we got going on here is I got about 11,000 liters of wood in here. I've got 333 planks I'm storing and wood chips. Not very many wood chips. Got some furniture I'm making and selling, so that's all good. So that's going for us. Also, I discovered as I was clearing off the trees over here, look at what we have up here. We have an old loader, front loader. It's in pretty bad shape. And an excavator. Neither one of them are worth a hoot. Neither one of them are running. But I did find an old boy that would come by him. He said he'd give me $7,500 for him. So he's going to come haul him off. And that's okay with me. Not doing me any good. He thinks he can put a new engine and new transmission in it. That'd be good. So I learned something from my first load to the carpenter. Don't overload this little bitty trailer. This little bitty trailer, if you overload it, it will tip. I spent a lot of time last night having to come back and get my front loader with a grapple. But yeah, I learned that the hard way. So we're going to take this back. I'm going to see how much I can get for this. I think with this load, I built a road too, by the way, last night after I signed off. I figured, what the heck? Why drive back and forth when I can just drive straight out my back deck, my backyard, and go to the lumberyard when I want to go to the lumberyard. So yeah, I mean, it takes up some of the space from the fields, but I would have had those fields divided with a strip of grass anyway. So might as well put a road in there. Make sure my shortcut, shortest distance between 2 points, folks. Shortest distance between 2 points. I solved my where's my... Oh, crap. Yep. There we go. Damn it, Jim. Alright, well, I don't feel like going and getting the grapple on the tractor and flipping that over, so we're going to do the... We're going to cheat this one. We're going to flip it over. But the bad thing about that is I lose all my logs. Alright, so we're going to pause here. I am going to go back over and get my tractor, and we're going to load these. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Got it all loaded. Yeah, this thing is not... I think one of the problems is I've got... The logs are too long. As you can see, it sticks out over the end. So it way overbalances. I haven't really quite, you know... I'm not a good enough lumberjack yet to... get my log lengths right. But I have figured out you got to be careful turning corners. Yeah. So yeah. Alright. Let's see if we can get to the carpentry shop without spilling again. We'll go slow. Actually, I'm going to go in this view so I can see if it tips at all. So you can see that load shifting a little bit. Took me a while last night to figure out where the heck to go. Wound up driving through town. Wound up in weird places. So yeah, the first place I tipped is just up the road here. Whoa, 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 don't be tipping on me now. Alright, let's go slow here. This is where I wish I had the foot pedals and the steering wheel. Everybody I've seen is, you know, going like it likes the Thrustmaster. I've seen something about a Hobie, I think. I don't know. So I did talk to the city. I think maybe there's a lady over here that bitched about my load of lumber being in her yard, but we got the city to put in a little pavement there on the curve. Widen that out a little bit. Alright, so carpentry shop in Clearwater here on ELK Mountain. You gotta drive right through town. And it's a pain. And I can't see what the stoplight is, so we're gonna hope nobody's coming. Alright, good. Oh, it's green. It's good. Second time I spilled was right here. So we're gonna take this really slow. Not to spill it. Very good. The third time I tipped and spilled. Yeah, I'm giggling like a little girl. Was right on this curve. This is like not designed for big trucks, let me tell you. This carpenter shop is not set up to take big logs. So bearing that in mind in the future, I think I will just strap them down to a gooseneck, smaller size. But after some maneuvering, I did figure out that if I just cleared the corner, I got the front end of this in here. Alright, we're at 26,229. Let's see what we get for this. And we're going to sell it. Boom. Alright, so I'm not any good at math, but we got 22,650 for that load of wood. So, yeah, I got an environmental score penalty because I don't know why. The lumber wasn't fertilized or something. Alright. So, we got 22 grand out of that one load of wood. So lumbering is a lucrative. Whoa, what the flippin' hell? I'm lost. What did I do? Oh, I tried to go around the building the wrong way. Huh. Well, crud. These trailers don't back up worth a crap, I tell you. We're gonna drive this guy yard. I'm sorry, dude. Sorry, man. I hope you don't get upset, but yeah, we left some tracks. And you got the sugar mill there, right across from the river. Alright, we're back on track. Maybe I can avoid taking out this lady's mailbox. Somebody building a building over here. Not sure why you want to build back here unless the ground's cheap, because the roads suck. Let's get back to the house. Ooh, was that light green? What did I hit? Ah, the light was not green. Sorry, folks. Watch out, pedestrian. I hope there wasn't a cop that saw that. Sheriff show up at the house, writing me a ticket. Me familiar got good tacos. Stopped there yesterday too. Great tacos. And this I thought it was a biogas plant. It is a biogas plant, but I think it's only for the city because there are no sell points. So you can't sell anything there. I haven't explored the map enough to figure out where. Coming. Nope. I haven't explored a map yet to see if there's another place to sell manure and slurry. Not that we're there yet. We don't even have cattle pens. Put up a marker over here so I know where my driveway is. That's it. Yep. Alright. You know what? Before I forget, let's just do that real quick. Let's throw a couple lights in here. Just to mark where those outer boundaries are. Well, that's not what I wanted to do, but gets the point across. Right? I'll fix it later. Alright, so we got 48,146. Let's see if we can put a beehive. This looks like enough spot. We'll see if we can put a beehive. Yes. Alright, so we get the big beehive. And this beehive has got 130. I shouldn't say it's a beehive because it's actually a building with beehives in it, but it's got 132 hives in it. You can get a smaller one for 19. It's got 33, or the one that's got 10. And then of course you got someone. There's a 4 hive, there's a 1 hive. This is a distributor. If I was to put that down, I could actually sell my honey there. Or I'm sorry, if I put that down in my spawn point, it will send the honey to, like if I owned a cereal factory, for example, if I put this distributor point in the spawn, it would send the honey to my factory. Alright, so those are your hive choices. And you got a pallet shack. You know, you can put it in a shed, stack honey pallets on there. There's a, so if you're going to put this in here, you could stick this underneath it, and it would stack the honey pallets in that. I use this one here. This is an automatic spawn location, and it stacks them up really, really neat. And we're going to place him first. I'll put him right here. We'll put him right there. And then we're going to go with the big 132 hives. I go with the 132 hives just really because it produces best amount of honey. And there you go. You can hear, you're going to see this up close. You can hear the bees. Hear them? Yeah. You can see them flying in and out. Kind of cool. But the honey will stack up here in pallets right here. And I've gotten it to about where my cursor is before I've emptied it. That was on Elm Creek, and that gained me, I think, eight grand on that map. Alright, so we got our hive in. We've got 22,000. I think we have just enough. Get the right menu here. Just enough, so you know, production greenhouses for one hydroponics greenhouse. That's the one with the fertilizer. Now, I have not played, I've had both. One with the fertilizer and the one without. And I didn't spend enough time to determine whether or not the one with fertilizer produced faster or more than this one without. So, you know, this one says hydroponics greenhouse. This one says large greenhouse. So I haven't determined what the difference is in terms of production. So this is the one I like. It's the same price as the other one, but I don't have to put in the fertilizer. Alright, so we're just going to plop this right there. Alright, so that leaves us 11 grand. I could buy one more, but I really need water. Now, I could go buy a small tank for like 2 grand and pull it down my tractor and fill this up, but we'll start off with a small, I think I could do the big well. Yeah, we'll go ahead and invest in a big well. And we'll put it over here. That way I can get to it if I need to. Because the one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to cover up your spawn point. If you put these things back to back and cover this up, it won't spawn when you set it to spawn. I'll show you that here in a second. But this is where your pallets would stack up. So we're going to plop this guy right here. And I am not going to have enough for my water distributor. Alright. I really want to show you this, so I'm going to do something I really don't want to do. But we're going to go borrow a little bit of cash. We're going to borrow 10. Alright. Now I can put this in place. Production. Okay, so this is a well. It produces water. You don't have to come fill it. It will start filling once I activate it, and I'll show you that. But this is really key if you're going to have a lot of greenhouses. This is a water distributor. And I'm going to set it right next. It can be anywhere within range of the greenhouses, but I always just put it. I have not figured out. I've not had enough greenhouses where I've had to worry about where I placed it. So I just kind of place it on one end of the stack of greenhouses. But I'll place this. And then what I'll do is I get more money, I'll start adding greenhouses down here. And then maybe I'll start another row going back this way, facing each other so I can get in there with a truck. Alright, so now we got a greenhouse, we got a well, big well, we've got our water distributor, and we have our greenhouse. Alright, so we can go in 2 ways. This is kind of always the easiest because you don't go to all the menus. Just walk up here and hit R and it takes you right to it. Alright, so now we got a big well. We've got to activate that. And our water distributor we got to activate. Because what it won't do is it won't distribute water unless you activate it. Now, the other thing you got to do is you got to go into the well. You got to click on the well, but you got to go in here to outgoing products. And you got to change the output to distributing. So now the well will send water to the distributor. Now we're storing water right here, so we got to do the same thing. We got to change output to distributing, and it will distribute water to the greenhouses. Now it'll also distribute water to anything within range that requires water. So like if I was to put my cattle barns nearby with a where it requires water distribution, it will distribute water to those water points on the like a cattle barn that requires you to put water, or any animal that puts water. All right, so now we got our tomatoes. We're going to keep these to storing, but I've got to go in here and activate each one of these. Otherwise, it won't work. All right, so we're activating. And I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen these videos, but we'll go over it again. All right, so it needs water. 1 water produces 2 strawberries. 1 lettuce, 2 water, 1 lettuce. Lettuce is always taking a lot of water, but 1 to 1 on the tomatoes. All right, so now we're storing. Water's producing. So let's go to speed this thing up a little bit. Move out of real time. We'll go with 360. And we're running at 96 cycles a month. Come on, water. All right, there you go. Now we're starting to get water. Look, we got 14 tomatoes, 7 lettuce, and 29 strawberries already. So let's let this build up for a second. Okay, so let me go back here and set this to real time because I just don't want to blow all my time. So let's go back to our production. Now, so, so say I usually, when I get like 1,000 liters, I will go ahead and spawn some and take them if I got the time. Or if I'm between, fields and I'm just kind of piddling around waiting for the month to change so I can go harvest or whatever, I'll work these. But I let them store up until I actually either need money. Sorry, I need to take a drink there. Throat's kind of dry. Need money, or I just got nothing to do. So we're going to go ahead and spawn some of these. We'll go ahead and spawn these strawberries. So if you highlight it and you hit spawn items, now we're still storing. I can go in here and I can change this output mode to spawning, and they will start stacking up in that spawn point. And that's okay too, but I like just to store it up. And then what I do is when I'm ready to go sell some, I'll hit the spawn items, and it tells me how many pallets it will do. Now I don't have enough to do more than 1 pallet, so I really only can do 1 pallet, but I'll hit OK. And if we go back out, of course it's nighttime, but if we go back out here, there's a partial pallet sitting out here, and I can back my truck up. Now when these are full, you can't pick them up. They're too heavy. Or can you? I can't remember. I think you can, but I just pick it up and you put it on your truck and take it to town and sell it. So, campers, that is a way to generate passive money for your farm. Bees produce the honey. They require nothing, absolutely nothing other than your initial investment. We've got 15,000 invested in that, and after 1 full see, I already got honey in here, so there's a whole pallet of honey, and see, I can't pick that up, it's too heavy. So I could use my super strength and pick it up, but so you have to get I have a small tractor. I don't have it purchased yet, but I will purchase. I like this little bitty tractor here. I'll show you here real quick. Small tractors. I like this little Massey Ferguson tractor. Come on, hello. There we go. This little Massey Ferguson 37AL. It's only 95 horsepower. There's a Zeter. There's some other ones that are in here, but I just like this little Massey Ferguson, and I can bump the engine up for another 10 grand and get up to 95. But it's just a neat little tractor. I always get a front loader with it. I don't necessarily put the uh, nitrogen content because I don't use it for any fields. But I'll also change the tires to kind of a grass turf type of tire. And sometimes I'll put a weight on here because this thing does tip easy because it's very light. But I buy that, and that's what I use to load my pallets. These pallets like this. So yeah, so when this thing gets about 4 high all the way across, that will pay for my hives and my shed. So literally within maybe 4 months, I don't even know if it's that long, but within a few months I will have paid for this off, paid for it myself. This greenhouse and setup here, you know, I got 18,000 in that, and you can hear the water hissing. The water is hissing, spraying, automatic sprayers. This will take a little more time to pay off, but it will pay it off. When this thing is completely full all the way across, you can almost pay the greenhouse off. So yeah, so that is a way to passively make money with a minimal investment. And you know, you just kind of start adding up while you're building your farm, and after a few months they pay themselves off. You know, you repay that investment, but you can also, you know, the money it generates from the sales of stuff, is money you can use for money you can use to buy equipment. You know, it adds up. It truly does. Glad to see my lights are all working. I haven't really seen this in the dark. Looks like I need to put a light on this side of the building here somewhere. But that is it, campers. I appreciate you all again. Like I said, I'm going to have to take my log loader back down to the logging site. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to run some more logs and add some money back up, and you know, go from there until I get some money to really get going. Now I've got my tractor, it's still sitting at the John Deere dealership, so I'll probably go get it next and start building some fields, and let you take a look at that next. But we'll kind of see where we're at next, and we'll figure out where we're going from there. So campers, I appreciate you. So if you like what you're seeing, like and subscribe. I appreciate all you folks that are viewing my videos. I know I'm just getting started, but I'm getting some likes on some of these. I'm getting some views. So I really appreciate that. I hope you enjoy it. Comment. I would love to hear back from you guys on your comments to what I can do or not do, or what you would like to see me do. So we'll see you on the flip side. Kansas Farm Guy out.